Hi, welcome to a new video, and it's weekly roundup time again. So what have we got in the news this time? Well, first of all, Gran Turismo 7. Now, this one actually came out last Friday, which is basically straight after last week's update, so a lot of you are probably going to already know about this one. And that's basically PD have replied or responded to the fallout from the 1.5 Metacritic user score fiasco. And I have done a video on this, so you can see that down below if you want to watch it. It's linked in the descriptions, as everything I'm going to talk about will be. So they've given everybody a 1 million credit bonus to buy them off, and have made promises to fix the economy and listen to the player base, with changes coming in April. No date for when they will land in April and beyond. So they're looking to basically push it out there, and I'll leave a link to the PlayStation blog that talks about this as well down in the description. We've then got Forza Horizon 5. Now, this is an interesting one coming off the back of the Gran Turismo story, because Forza Horizon 5 was due to get its series or season 6 update on the 29th of March. It didn't actually drop until the 30th of March because of problems with it. However, that didn't shut the entire title down for everyone, as it did with Gran Turismo 7, so there might be a lesson to learn there. What does it bring? Well, we now have Drift Club Mexico with, if you complete all 6 events, the 2021 Ford Mustang Mach-E, which is 1,400 brake horsepower drift car. All electric as well. There's a load of new event lab props and some new bits and pieces in there, like the ability to mess around with gravity and a few other things, and patches, a patch that brings some new fixes and various other bits and pieces to it. Again, a link to both of those in the description. AMS2, so Automobilista 2, have also put out a tweet teasing a new Formula car that's going to be coming to the title. Doesn't say exactly when it's going to be coming, and they don't specifically out and out state what it is. But based on the image shown, it does look a hell of a lot like it is going to be their version of a current generation F1 car, so running the larger wheels and reduced aero rules that we currently have in this year's F1 season. So that will be an interesting one. It is a bit frustrating though, because it's yet another single car series that's entered into Automobilista 2, and it does have a lot of car classes in there where there's only really 1 or 2 cars in it. But it's a new car. rFactors 2 then, and in what is probably no great surprise to anybody, rFactors 2 have retained their licensing agreement with Formula E. So they have updated all of the cars in the game, so we now have all of the teams, cars and drivers for the current Formula E season are represented within rFactors 2. They've also tweaked the cars to match this season's power rules, and rFactors 2 will continue to be the platform of choice for Formula E's eSport endeavours. Moving away from the sim side of things and over to pure arcade, Hot Wheels. They put out a new update and some new DLC for Hot Wheels, and I'll leave a link to it down below. The nice thing about this one is it is at least this time included in the season pass. Hot Wheels is a title that has frustrated me massively, not because it's a bad title. It's actually a really, really good title and kicked off really well, and in what should be a salient lesson to, yes, you guessed it again, Gran Turismo 7 and PD. They kind of put an awful lot of people off by them putting in paid for battle passes, stroke season passes and nonsense like this, and having paid DLC on top of the DLC that you got within the season pass. It's not a good look. It's not a good way to get your title to appeal to people in this day and age. Be honest, be upfront about what you're doing. Don't try and nickel and dime the crap out of people, because they don't like it, funnily enough. So then moving on from Hot Wheels, and our final piece of news for this week, Project Cars 4 Now, lots of websites and outlets have got very, very excited that Project 4's maybe around the corner, rather, Project Cars 4, said that far too quickly, maybe just around the corner. I'm not quite so convinced, because this is being based on another tweet and delete from Ian Bell, ex-head of Slightly Mad Studios that made all of the Project Cars titles. And basically what he tweeted was, if Project Cars 4, if it's great, that's all down to me. If it's not, I left the building 6 months ago. Words to those effect. And people are taking that as kind of read that Project Cars 4 is just around the corner. I'm a little more reserved than that. If nothing else, Ian Bell knows how to get his name out there, and he knows how to get people talking about him and what he's doing. So I think this might just be potentially Ian keeping himself in the spotlight more than anything else. And he's been out of the business for quite a while now, since the EA takeover of Codemasters, who bought Slightly Mad Studios. It's very complicated. So he's been out of the loop for a while, and I'd be very surprised if he had a real firm handle on exactly where Project Cars 4 was, in terms of, is it going to be released, is it imminent, have they even canned it? We honestly don't know, because it's been radio silence from SMS, Codemasters and EA around that, so we don't know what's going to be happening with that. So anyway, that's Project Cars 4, and that is all of the news for this week. What you've been watching, because I've had a chance to actually play some mod content, and you may have noticed I did put out a video recently in which I took the Porsche 917K and around Le Mans, a historic Le Mans in Project Cars 2, because I couldn't be bothered to save up 18.5 million credits in Gran Turismo for it. So that led to people on the comments for that reminding me that there are other versions of that out there. I've still got to go for the rFactor 2 ones and give them a good run, but what you're looking at are the 1967 version of Le Mans and the AC Legends version of the Porsche 917K. So I'll leave links to both of those down below. They're great mods, good fun to run, and yeah, hopefully you'll enjoy those if you're an Assetto Corsa player. So that's this week's roundup complete. If you found this useful, please do hit the like button, and if you want to see more content of this type, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to be notified when new stuff gets uploaded. Thanks very much for watching. Take care. Bye.